Guys, I think I miss my Pokemon. Hello, my name is Chris, and I recently just fell back in love with Pokemon. Okay, so I came across this ROM hack of Emerald called Emerald Seaglass, and it's made by this creator Nemo 622. And it is the most perfect, fantastic thing I've ever seen in my life. Emerald was my favorite growing up. I had the handbook, the playbook, whatever it was, the big old green Emerald one. It was peak Pokemon for me, and obviously I had to try it out. I just came across this Retro Pocket 2 that a coworker let me have because he was getting the 5. This might have saved my life. That's being a little dramatic, but it's fantastic. I love it, and so I had to try it out. My favorite Pokemon were in the Hoenn region, so Cacnea and Spoink. I was really excited to see Spoink. That was my main goal. I wanted to catch a Spoink before I started editing the video or anything, or making this, because that's what I was most excited for. So that's what I did. Again, they added a ton of new stuff in this, or I guess I want to say new, but stuff that wasn't previously in Emerald, like the Dex Nav. I had never had a chance to play with that. I don't know if it's in what generation it comes in, or if it's in any other games. But that lets you find Pokemon easier. After you first encounter, you can go look for them in the tall grass. Emo had toned the graphics to, or the pixels, I guess, to Gen 2, I believe. I think it was Gold and Crystal Silver. I don't know. But they added tall sand in Dewford and on the beaches, so you can actually find Pokemon on the beaches in the wild. And that's where I caught my first Sandshrew on Dewford Town, right when arriving. And he's kind of killing it on my team. He's one of my favorites right now. He looks fantastic. His sprite looks awesome. So right now I only have 4 gym badges. Actually, I have 3 gym badges. I haven't fought Flannery yet because I just caught the Spoink, because you catch it right before her, right after Mount Pyre. Is it Mount Pyre? I might be crazy, but so I don't have Flannery yet. But also, I didn't put too much effort into recording all this. It has a quick record that records 5 to 10 seconds on the Retro Pocket, which I thought was gonna be enough. Turns out, I forgot to do it a lot. I was really immersed in the gameplay, but I wouldn't be playing for long periods of time. So the screen recording, it would cancel out if I were to turn it off or put it in sleep mode. So I didn't get a lot, but I do remember a lot. I was immediately humbled. This game, the NPCs are competent. So that first city, right out of Littleroot Town, the first Pokemart, I'm like, hey, let me get a couple potions. I just beat May for the first time. It was whatever. I get a burn heal and a poison heal, or an antidote, right? And a couple potions. I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna need an awakening, whatever. Let me save some money. First little dude I fight, that young boy. Anyways, they added the first 2 generations in this game as well, so it was 400 Pokemon. So he had a Hoot, right? He instantly hypnosis my entire team, which is Trico, Poochyena, and I think Zigzagoon. And he almost wipes my team. I had to use 2 potions. I didn't have an awakening. I just had to hope they woke up. And I barely made it out of there. So that was very embarrassing and very humbling. So if you haven't played it yet, definitely take an awakening, and definitely don't underestimate the NPCs, because they'll beat the hell out of you. I beat him up. I meet Wally. I do all the stuff. I go to Rustboro, right? Roxanne? Business as usual. I think I have a Psyduck. I have a Poliwag. I think I have a Machop too. I didn't record any of this. I just recorded the end of it. I go do the cave, before I even get to use Flash, because I was trying to see if I could remember it, and I did. It was awesome. And then Brawly beats me up, dude. My first attempt at Brawly didn't go well at all. So I was like, whatever. Let me go to Slateport. I give Steven his goods, whatever. He gives me Steel Wing. I go to Slateport. And I go there. I deal with Team Aqua. Business as usual. Same old story there. But there is this old man with a Pelipper, and that Pelipper actually can fly you to Pacifilog Town. This may be, I don't know. This is only how far I am in the game. It's not much of a spoiler because nothing really, not too much given up. But you go to Pacific Logtown. There's a safari game you play. No spoilers, but it is more like a game. It's more competitive. You play with other NPCs to try to get first place. He'll tell you the rules when you go up. You just gotta go catch a Pokemon as far as you can, like the farthest away from the starting point, underwater, which is cool. I got second place. I got like a pretty feather or something. But you get Waterfall really early, which is a really strong move. It's like 85 power, I think. So I just put it on my Poliwag, and I've just been rolling through rock type, rolling through everything pretty much. And then I go back to Brawley for the rematch. I don't remember if it was close or not. It probably wasn't, since I'm saying that. And I probably pushed it out of my mind. But it was awesome. It was fun. So then, beat Brawley. I get an Arcanine. I get a Growlithe early on, right? Then I get, he evolves into an Arcanine. EXP shares on, by the way. It's like the new one where your party gets the experience and not like the single one. The single Pokemon that's holding it gets the experience, like in the original Emerald. So I get an Arcanine. Pretty after I get to Slateport, because how they sell the stones over there in that little community market. And he is awesome. He's been going crazy on my team. He's also one of my favorite Pokemons, but like I think he's everyone's favorite Pokemon, to be honest. He's just a really good design. All right, and then I fight May for the second time. She has Combuskin. She has a Mantike. I cleared her pretty easy. I think it was a good fight, but I just have all the typings. And my Arcanine is crazy. I can just extreme speed like over and over, and like they can't really do anything. It's kind of he's kind of OP. I'm gonna be honest. Then I defeat the third gym leader, the electrical. What's his name? Oh no, yeah. I go ahead and I beat up Wally, and then Watson. That's who it was. I go beat up Wally. Dude's a chump. I bully him. Then I go to the Watson gym, the Mauville gym. I cleared through that pretty easy. I had to go back and I had this thing where after almost every fight, I go back to the Pokemon Center and recover on my Pokemon. So obviously I had to find them like fresh and new, and that was easy. I had Arcanine. I think I had a Machop. I have my Diana. Mount Chimney. It was Mount Chimney, not Mount Fire. So I go to Mount Chimney. I go to that. What is it? What's that town? It's covered in soot right before you go to it. I don't know how I don't remember, but it's probably just because I'm recording and I'm nervous. But I go through there. I go through that the caves. I deal with Aqua and Magma or whatever. And I find the professor. Then I go back to Mount Chimney, and then I deal with Team Magma. Those clowns. I go back. I deal with them. I have my Poliwhirl with Waterfall. So it's kind of easy. I say it's easy, but I got confused, and I think my Poliwhirl. No, I just made it. Okay, I just made it. But anyways, Waterfall was great. Waterfall so early is insane. And then I bought a bunch of cookies. And then after that, I know immediately after this, I'm excited. Because this is where I get Spoink. I go down there, I find a Spoink. So I go down, I find a Spoink, right? I am freaking out right now. I started with Sandslash. I would get it a little bit. I'm terrified because all my Pokemon are kind of strong. Luckily, he was level 21. And I have Poliwhirl with Hypnosis. And I caught it on my first Premier Ball because this is a big deal. I love Spoink so much. His design is crazy. It's the cutest thing ever. And look how amazing he looks. He looks so perfect. The cutest little button I've ever seen in my life. I'm so overcome with joy. I don't know what to name him, so I just scream. And so that's his nickname. Just me internally screaming. So I go down, I switch him. I'm not sure who to switch him out for. I think I do Mightyena because not the best typing. Because I have a couple Pokemon with like dark type moves anyways, right? So unfortunately, I gotta switch him out. But look at him bounce around, dude. He's so perfect. I love him. He's my favorite Pokemon. I accidentally made him dizzy because I was running around in excitement. But yeah, that's my experience so far. I finally found a Spoink. I don't know if I'm gonna evolve him. I might his stats a little better. Again, I'm not an EV trainer. I'm not a breeder. I play like once or twice across or once or twice over for fun. But maybe, I don't know, maybe because I heard there was a lot in this, especially in the after the main story of the game. I heard there was a lot. Again, I don't know why. I try to avoid spoilers. So we'll see. I do need to get my Everstone from Pichu, obviously because I didn't want Pichu to evolve because he's the cutest thing on the planet. But now he's second cutest thing on the planet. next to Spoink. So yeah, that's my experience so far with Emerald Seaglass. It's a breath of fresh air. It got me back into Pokemon. So now I think I'm gonna play the remake of Diamond and Pearl. I think it's like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I have it on my Switch. I borrowed it, so I'm gonna play that. I want to finish Arceus, and I'm just overall in love with Pokemon again. And this is fantastic. This is Emerald Seaglass definitely brought my love for Pokemon back. That's about it. That's all I got for now. So like, comment, subscribe, hang out. Check out another video if I have one. I probably have like one. That's all right. Check out my Instagram at Cowboy Crisp. Maybe see you around. All right. That was fun.